throughout the whole film is we as audience are with you. How did you accomplish that? Because you're not in the movie, you're not a victim.
Right.
You take responsibility and you take action. You're all there, I think.
Yeah.
For this kind of movies.
Right. I think often, I was talking to somebody about it. They're like, often it's like a 21-year-old girl running away from the bad guy, right? You're not 21, and I'm not 21. And Jessica isn't. She's had a life. She's had experience. And this challenge happens to her. One is personal, the grief that she's experiencing, which I think we all know what that is. And you don't think you're going to survive that. And then she has to survive elements. She has to survive against her fellow man. So she uses her history. She uses her instinct. She uses everything she's got to survive and get through this day. And I think had she not had a life experience, who knows what would have happened. But that's what I wanted to bring to her.
I thought she was driven by instinct. She knew, before things happened, she knew they might. Do you think she was too protected of herself or not really?
Well, there's a moment early on where she questions her instinct, right? Where she almost like does that thing that women have been taught to do, which is to apologize when I hope I didn't offend you for offending me, that kind of aspect. And I think she questions it a couple of times and ultimately learns like, no, we got to trust our guts. You got to trust your gut to survive and not just to make people feel comfortable. And not just to make yourself feel comfortable. Sometimes you have to make difficult choices.
What's the biggest satisfaction that you get from acting, from all the things you could have done?
I just love the collaboration. I loved working so closely with Mark Menchaca, who plays the man, John Himes, our director, and Federico Verardi, who was our DP. We were such a tight unit that and the elements, right? All of that working together was just so satisfying. And it's what we all love to do, because sometimes, you're just guest starring here, or you've got a little role here. We have this whole film to explore these characters together, and that was absolutely satisfying.
How much do you think this character is influenced by her past and her experience?
I think she's incredibly informed by it, because she's hit with the grief at the beginning and is running from it, but grief doesn't let you off the hook. Right? So, so I think that she has to, get out of her head and into her body and just use her instinct.
Do you think there were moments in which your character thought that the guy, no, you said, okay, apologizing and all that, but I was so glad that she never trusted him in a way.
Yeah, because it kind of comes off as a little nice. And Mark Menchaca, who plays the man, just happens to be the, world's biggest sweetheart. So he's very scary in this film, though. And when, the camera's rolling, man, he's scary. He can get really scary. So it wasn't hard to be fearful of what he was doing.
Fear is more intense when the person that is producing that fear is like a very soft person, and then it's transformed into this monster. Wow, is that?
Yeah, right. Because it's unexpected. Because it's like, kind of like Ted Bundy or something. It's like, whoa, what? how can this guy, wait, I thought he was a nice guy, or to be that manipulative, to have two different personas in a way. I think that's just, it's terrifying.
So, Jules, my last question, has the pandemic affected you in terms of work?
Um, Actually, I've had several things come out during quarantine. I had a film called Dreamcatcher through Lionsgate come out earlier at the very beginning. Dirty John Betty on Bravo, and this, and then I have a little role in Sofia Coppola's new film that's premiering at New York Film Festival this week.
You've been very busy.
I was busy, and now all these things have come out, and it's great because everybody's on social media, like tweeting or messaging me, and it's, people are actually getting a chance to be at home and watch stuff, which is awesome. And now production is starting to ramp up, so we're actually starting to audition again, and it's actually like made me fall in love with acting all over again. So it's actually, in a way, it's been a good thing.